Have you ever wondered why some men experience erectile dysfunction, ED, and more importantly, what could be causing it? Erectile dysfunction isn't just a matter of getting older, and it's more common than we think. But can the foods we eat actually contribute to this condition? Let's dive into some surprising findings about how diet might impact ED and why it's important to pay attention to your food choices. Stick around for insights that could change your view on nutrition and health. Before we begin, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment below with your thoughts or experiences regarding erectile dysfunction. We'd love to hear your perspective. Introduction. Surprising facts about ED. Did you know that 15% of men between the ages of 40 and 59 experience some degree of erectile dysfunction, with the percentage skyrocketing to nearly 70% in men over 70? ED can affect anyone, and the real question is, why aren't we talking about it more? Many men may avoid discussing it due to embarrassment, but acknowledging the issue could lead to better health outcomes. One of the key things to remember is that erectile dysfunction isn't just about intimacy. It can signal more serious health problems, especially cardiovascular conditions. The role of diet in ED. When it comes to ED, there are several causes to consider, but one that stands out is vasculogenic ED, which refers to problems with blood flow to the penis. This is often tied to vascular issues, where blocked or narrowed arteries prevent sufficient blood flow. Given that these arteries are smaller than those that supply the heart, ED can actually be a warning sign of heart disease, a condition that might develop in the following years. So what role does diet play? The foods we eat can directly impact the health of our blood vessels. Consuming a diet rich in processed foods, saturated fats, and refined sugars can contribute to atherosclerosis, the hardening of the arteries. This condition doesn't just affect the heart, it can also damage the blood vessels that supply the penis, resulting in ED. Let's talk about specific foods that could contribute to ED. Highly processed meats like hot dogs, fried chicken, and hamburgers are common offenders. These foods are often packed with unhealthy fats, sodium, and chemicals that promote inflammation and damage blood vessels. Research shows that diets rich in animal-based products and low in plant-based foods can exacerbate these issues. So while indulging in a greasy burger might seem tempting, it could be doing more harm than good. But it's not all bad news. Studies have shown that switching to a plant-based diet can have a profound impact on cardiovascular health and, by extension, erectile function. For example, a Mediterranean-style diet, which includes plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats, has been shown to improve erectile function in numerous studies. The high fiber and antioxidants found in plant foods promote healthy blood vessels and improve circulation, reducing the risk of ED. The science behind ED and diet. At the physiological level, erectile function relies heavily on the health of the endothelial cells that line blood vessels. When these cells are damaged by poor diet or other lifestyle factors like smoking, it becomes harder for blood to flow into the penis, leading to ED. A diet high in processed foods and low in plant-based nutrients can accelerate this process. But the good news is that dietary changes can help reverse some of this damage. Research shows that a diet rich in whole, plant-based foods can improve endothelial function and blood flow. In one study, men who switched to a Mediterranean-style diet experienced improvements in erectile function within just a few weeks. The results were even more significant in men who combined this diet with regular exercise and smoking cessation. The canary in the coal mine. ED as a warning. ED is often referred to as the canary in the coal mine for cardiovascular disease. This means that if you're experiencing ED, there's a good chance that you might have undiagnosed cardiovascular issues, especially if you're dealing with high cholesterol, high blood pressure, or diabetes. In fact, studies show that men who experience ED are at an increased risk of heart attack and stroke within a few years of developing the condition. So how can you protect yourself? The answer lies in diet. By adopting a heart-healthy, plant-based diet, you can not only improve your erectile function, but also reduce the risk of serious cardiovascular events down the line. The key is to focus on foods that promote good circulation, reduce inflammation, and maintain healthy blood vessels. Conclusion: what you can do today. So what's the takeaway? If you're struggling with erectile dysfunction, it may not just be due to aging or stress. It could be a sign of underlying cardiovascular issues. The good news is that simple dietary changes can make a huge difference. Try incorporating more plant-based foods into your diet, cutting back on processed meats and refined carbs, and making other heart-healthy choices. Remember, ED is not something to be ashamed of, and talking to your doctor is the first step toward improving both your sexual health and overall well-being. By adopting a healthier lifestyle, you're not only improving your ability to perform in the bedroom, but you're also boosting your long-term health. If you found this information helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more tips on health and wellness. And as always, drop a comment below. What changes have you made to your diet that have improved your health? Conclusion. Summary. In summary, erectile dysfunction is far more common than we think, and diet plays a major role in its development. By switching to a plant-based diet, focusing on heart-healthy foods, and talking to a healthcare provider about your symptoms, you can take control of your health. Don't ignore the signs. ED could be the first warning that something more serious is on the horizon.